Good morning, Malibu. Thanks for waking up with us the Friday morning before spring break. I'm Shayla Girardin.
And I'm Madison Harwell. Grab a cup of coffee and be right back. Good morning, Malibu's coming back.
Welcome back to Good Morning Malibu. It is not only is it Friday, it is the Friday before spring break. So
We are counting down
almost over.
hours till like 5 o'clock, till like work day is over.
Close.
We
Are
can
you
go
done
home.
with your midterms?
I'm absolutely done with midterms. And I think like my health dramatically improved after my last midterm because I was like sick and everything. I was like, I'm dying. And then I walked out of the midterm and I was like, oh my God, I'm the picture of health.
And isn't it amazing once you like push through that last midterm?
No,
or
absolutely.
even, at the end of the semester through that last final, you're a totally different person.
No, absolutely. I was walking out of the lecture hall, like fireworks were going off, mics were being dropped.
You hear the background music in your head. No one else can hear it.
All I do is win, win. No, yeah, it was great.
Or you sing it. That works too.
Are you done with midterms?
I'm done with midterms.
Oh,
One more project to turn in, and then I'm good to go.
Oh my goodness, that's so nice.
And
so you're going on a cruise.
I'm going on a cruise. I'm so
hopping
excited.
on a flight after
You're
this,
hopping on a flight.
Yeah,
so
I'm excited.
We're almost there.
All right, so something cute to send us out on. We have a few cute stories actually today. So we have a
hairy
situation actually. A little under 4 hours away from us was a kitty abandoned in a Salvation Army in downtown Fresno, California. While you may not think this is news, you haven't seen its mustache. If you can see it right now, oh, that's so precious. The cat named Sally Ann has been transferred to a local shelter called the Cat House on the Kings. It's being cared for while they prep little Sally Ann for a mustoption. The abandoned kitten goes from a stray to a star. So look at that. How cute is that? It's an actual little mustache.
That kitten is rocking.
I feel like that cat's like one in at least a million, but I know we saw another mustache cat like a few years ago. I think it was like 2011. So I mean, they're like one in every few years.
I've never seen a mustache cat
Well, and
before.
it's up for adoption now.
Me.
So if we wanted to go to Fresno real quick and adopt it, we could.
The Good Morning Malibu kitten with the mustache.
I think if we're going to get any cat, it needs to be a mustache cat. So. No,
that guy is a little trendsetter right there.
No, absolutely.
I like it.
I love it.
I must ask you a question.
Oh, stop.
This is why I don't tell jokes in public. Well, from one sweet story to a next, here's a little video clip we have for you. Take a look. How sweet is this? An Ohio grandma was in for a surprise on her 88th birthday. Doris Vihar has been greeting these children at the school bus every day, rain or shine, for the past 5 years. The tradition first began when her granddaughter rode the bus, but she goes to a different school now, and Doris just couldn't bring herself to stop the visits, which is a good thing because the kids look forward to her visits and even call her grandma. So this Tuesday, Doris turned 88, and all the kids turned up to sing her a very happy birthday. So I'm sure there was either a bus driver or a teacher behind this, but how impressive to get all these first graders, on the same.
I mean, I barely know all the lyrics, and I mean, they're pretty
happy
simple.
Birthday. It can be a struggle to get everyone to sing happy birthday together, even a group of college students. I think
hands waving.
we could have a hard time, but this is really sweet.
I really love that. Warms your heart. Well, dreams really do come true. And for a Colorado teenager, Josh Hetherington, diagnosed with a rare form of cancer who had always wanted to become a soldier, they really did. So Harrington, for at least a day, the U.S. Army took him around and showed him an extremely hands-on tour of Fort Carson. He got to see equipment and interacted with all of his heroes. And his mom just said his face lit up the entire day. So how sweet is that? I mean, that just honestly, I teared up a little bit when I read it.
Such a sweet story. Anything like this where you get to see these kids live out their dreams and do something they've always wanted to. And it's so heartwarming to see the whole community come together.
And I know, she says they have a lot of optimism, of course. I know with his rare form, like the margins are pretty small, especially for teenagers, of course. But, if he gets into adulthood, then he should be good to go. So hopefully.
Okay, well, we'll be keeping them in our prayers. But it is so uplifting to see him at least living out his dream for the day.
Absolutely.
Well, we know the Oscars are right around the corner, and you might recognize the name of this new plant species from one of your favorite Oscar-nominated films. A newly discovered flower was named after Matt Damon's character in The Martian. The Solanum Watney was named after the fictional astronaut Mark Watney, who gets stranded on Mars in the film. The new Australian plant species is a member of the same genus as the plant Damon's character grows in the film, so think of that. Lead author of the research, Chris Martin, said it was a deserved honor due to the rare role botanists play in pop culture. And first off,
how cool
I
is
have
that?
to say how I don't know of many botanists in pop culture or films, so I had to agree this was well deserved. But how cool is that? Like
I mean,
you
when
said,
you're a space pirate / botanist, I think you deserve something like this.
I think you deserve
How
to
incredible.
have a plant named after you.
Absolutely.
So,
that's so cool. I love that.
big news this week in
Right,
the
Mark
plant
Watney.
botany world.
Absolutely.
One named after the Martian.
Well, no, definitely. So, Yvonne, how are those flowers going to survive? Is it going to be a little bit hot? How's it going?
Good morning. So before jumping into our weather forecast for today, Dubai has experienced heavy downpours and dark skies from Tuesday evening. And if you're like thousands of people caught by surprise, there's an explanation called cloud seeding. Simply put, cloud seeding is injection of salt crystals into cumulus clouds to create more rain. And once the clouds are injected by planes, the droplets that form in the clouds grow bigger, and when the droplets become too big, and moisture no longer can be retained, the droplets come down as rain. The ground only receives rain for 20 minutes after each seeding event, and how heavy the downpour is not only depends on the size of the cloud, but also on air pressure. And according to officials, the UAE has implemented this enhancement in cloud seeding the past few days to gather the rainfall and aim to replenish water tables in the country as a whole. So it looks like Dubai is literally making it rain. And now onto the weather forecast for today. It is another beautiful day here in Malibu, and according to Smokey, our fire risk is low. And for our surfers, high surf advisory remains in effect until 9 p.m. Sunday. Surf will build today and peak at 6 to 9 feet tonight through Sunday morning, and then subside slowly Sunday afternoon and evening. And now moving on to current conditions. The temperature in Malibu is 65 degrees with a humidity of 41%, and north winds are currently blowing at 3 miles per hour. Now let's take a look at those regional temperatures. It is currently 62 degrees in Thousand Oaks, 66 degrees in Calabasas, 69 degrees in Agora Hills, and 63 degrees in Santa Monica. And now moving on to our 3-day forecast to kick off our spring break. Today you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 55 degrees. Tomorrow we will be seeing sunny skies with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 57 degrees. And finally on Sunday, we will be seeing partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 57 degrees. So it looks like it will be a nice warm weekend to start off our spring break. Shayla, how do you and Madison feel about this weekend?
You know, I wish that would follow me home, but I'm going home to
gonna
Texas,
say.
and it's been raining, it's been so cold, and so I'm not going to get any of that. So great,
I'm
love
like
it.
so excited that we have this beautiful weather and
Yeah.
that everyone's leaving.
Everybody's leaving. So great timing, California, #1. Great, love it, Malibu, but
Hopefully, hopefully a little bit will follow you back
hopefully
to Texas.
just a little bit. I'll
I'm
just
crossing
put it in my
fingers.
carry-on, just hopefully Spirit allows
Or
it.
at least it'll stay until we come
Yeah.
back and
No,
we're all back in
absolutely.
Malibu.
Agreed.
Can we have beautiful weather then too?
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, it's Malibu. The weather's nice most of the
True,
time.
you can't complain too much in Malibu, so.
It's true. Well, don't go anywhere. When we get back, Jackson is bringing us this morning's latest news.
Nevada Governor Brian Sandoval took himself out of the running for the Supreme Court on Thursday. Sandoval, a rising star in the GOP, said he was honored to be considered for the filling of the vacancy in the highest court of the land. Now, this move was seen as a bit of a trolling move by the Obama administration, vetting a strong GOP candidate for nomination right after the Republican-controlled Senate said they will block any and all nominations no matter who the Obama administration nominated for the open Supreme Court position. Now, a group tasked with overseeing the VA has been accused of not fully investigating whistleblower claims at 2 different VA offices. A government watchdog says the VA's Inspector General has been told of a list of secret wait lists at the Shreveport, Louisiana and Chicago hospitals where thousands of veterans are now waiting up to 15 months without care, but that his office has either failed to investigate or investigated these claims poorly. Now finally, huge changes are coming to FIFA, the international soccer's governing body, this morning, with their presidential vote. 207 of the 209 soccer federations are together in Zurich, Switzerland this morning to vote on who is to become the new president of FIFA. Former President Sepp Blatter, as well as many of the top FIFA executives, were arrested and indicted on multiple charges of corruption back in May of 2015, causing Blatter to be banned from FIFA for at least 6 years. Now, in a little bit of breaking news, UEFA General Secretary Gianni Infantino has actually won the FIFA vote. He beat 3 other candidates, including Prince Ali bin Al Hussein of Jordan, who was the U.S.-backed candidate. Now, Christina, we're here with Christina with Sports, and they passed a bunch of new resolutions today, elected a new president. I hope this brings some more clarity to the governing body.
Yeah, and baseball actually has some new news of its own. MLB teams are in full swing at training camp, but the MLB has just made a huge change to their sliding rule. In the new rule, a runner will need to make contact with the ground before reaching the base. They will still be required to touch the base with their hand or foot and must remain on the base till the end of the slide. They are not allowed to change pass or use a roll slide in order to initiate contact with the fielder. If the runner violates this rule, the runner and the batter will be called out for interference. The new rule comes after last season when Chase Utley slid into Ruben Tejada, breaking his leg. The MLB hopes that the rule will help reduce injuries. Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry is doing what he knows how to do best, making a half-court shot look easy. In last night's matchup versus the Orlando Magic, Curry nailed a half-court shot to end the third quarter. But that's not all he did. He scored 51 points, finishing just 6 points shy of the league record. Curry holds the record for the most consecutive games with the three-pointer with 128 consecutive games and counting. Is it too late to start talking about him being MVP? The Warriors defeated the Magic 130 to 114. A 6-year-old girl is looking to prove that she can hang with Steph Curry on the court. In this adorable video, we see 6-year-old Candace showing off her dribbling skills. She is able to dribble 2 balls and still catch a ball at the same time. Cadence also makes dribbling between her legs look easy. Her mom takes daily videos of her basketball workouts, and you can already tell she's going to be a star. Looks like Steph Curry might have some competition. And now to our Pepperdine sports. Here's what's going on this weekend at Pepperdine. Baseball kicks off their 3-game series versus Texas A&M Monday at 2 p.m. at Eddie D. Field Stadium. Women's basketball will host PCH rival LMU tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Firestone Fieldhouse. And that's it for this week's sports. Back to you, Shayla Madison.
We're playing A&M. We got to gig the Aggies. Or no, I guess gig 'em's what they say.
Gig 'em's.
You know what? I'm not into Texas sports. Just live
No,
there.
I like it.
But we got to beat
we can
A&M.
take
That's
that
all I
and
know.
go
We
with
need
it.
to beat A&M.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
You know, some good sports. I'm hoping some students are sticking around to see the sports
Absolutely,
this
to
weekend.
support them. Well, refill your coffee cup. Coming up next, we'll have all the latest in entertainment.
And we have 2 Pepperdine film professors filling us in on their Oscar predictions. You won't want to miss it.
Hi there, my name's Emily Tenser, and we've got all sorts of celeb news for you today.
I'm Logan Hall, and we're here for your entertainment news for the biggest entertainment event of the year.
Now, Chris Rock isn't the only member of the Rock family hosting the awards show this week. That's right, Chris's brother Tony hosted a new movie awards show Wednesday night. The first ever all-deaf movie awards was organized by Russell Simmons in reaction to the lack of diversity in the Oscar nominees. Simmons organized the all-deaf movie award in only 10 days. The award show had some of the usual awards, with Straight Outta Compton taking home Best Picture against Beasts of No Nation, Concussion, Creed, and Dope. Creed won Best Director and Best Actor. Now, in the comedic spirit, the All Deaf Awards created their own unconventional awards, with Christoph Waltz winning Best Helpful White Person, Ice Cube winning Best Black Survivor in a Movie, and Amber Rose taking home Most Likely to Steal Your Girl Award. Will Smith stole his first Lifetime Achievement Award, but he was unable to attend the ceremony. The All Deaf Movie Awards will air this Sunday at 7 on Fusion's cable channel. Now, I don't know about Amber Rose winning the award because up against her was Channing Tatum, Michael B. Jordan, and Johnny Depp.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know if I agree with that
Those
win.
are just some great
I know.
nominees right
Michael
there. Those
B.
sound like some fun
Jordan.
awards, though. I know.
I know. Definitely did not expect that.
Well, while all the nominees in attendance at the Oscars are hoping to take home an award, the $200,000 gift bags given out to the losers makes winning seem a bit overrated. This year's losing nominees' gift bag is said to be worth $232,000 and contains all sorts of ridiculous party favors such as vaporizers and even facelifts. The so-called Everybody Wins bags resulted in a lawsuit against the Oscars earlier this week. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to get my hands on one of those $200,000 gift bags.
I know, but
Just to sell it, to be honest.
I know, but would you rather get the Oscar or the gift bag?
I don't know.
The Oscar you have the title, but the gift bag you have $200,000 worth
I would
of
not
stuff.
mind the money right about now. Yeah,
I
I'll
know.
tell you that. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hard.
I know.
But in reaction to the lack of diversity in the Oscar nominees, actress Eva Longoria is asking attendees to support the Brown Ribbon campaign. In past Oscar ceremonies, attendees have worn colored ribbons to support various causes, such as AIDS or breast cancer. For this year, the Brown Ribbon campaign is asking people to wear brown ribbons to bring awareness to the lack of Latino representation in films, along with the lack of African American nominees that resulted in the protest #OscarsSoWhite. Longoria hopes to bring light to the other misrepresented group. Latinos make up 25% of U.S. movie ticket buyers, but lack equal on-screen representation. For those watching at home, the campaign wants supporters to tweet during the Oscars with the hashtags Hollywood Brownout and Brown Ribbon Campaign. Now, like I said, there's been so much talk about the lack of African American nominees. I'm glad there's some talk about Latino representation too.
Right, I'm glad that they're all still trying to make it out at least. That's nice. Well, Michael Jackson's Gone with the Wind Oscar has been reported stolen, as it was not reported in any of his estates or his storage. Jackson purchased the Oscar, which was won for Best Picture in 1939, for $1.5 million. The Oscar was reported stolen, but is still unsure if the award was in fact taken or simply misplaced. I just can't imagine $1 million Oscar getting stolen. I feel like that one's just got to be misplaced.
And do we know why he purchased that?
Apparently, he's a huge Gone with the Wind fan.
I
Die Hard, I guess.
I love the image of just Michael Jackson crying on his couch, eating popcorn, quoting along with Gone with the Wind.
Oscar right next to him.
I
yeah,
know.
I could definitely see it.
I don't know, but well, that's a wrap for all your celeb gossip this week. Back to you, Shayla and Madison.
I love all the Oscar news. It's so good. I just get excited around this season.
I'm pumped for the show. I'm still excited to see who's going to take home Best Picture, Best Actor.
Absolutely. And I love all the behind the scenes stuff. I love when they do the shout outs to the crew and they show that. And then I just got to preview the Governor's Ball or the Governor's Awards that all the celebrities go to. I got to preview all that chocolate. And I know we showed those little baby Oscars on a stick.
Yes.
I got to eat one of those.
Let's be real here. College
They're
students,
delicious.
we really care about that
Oh,
chocolate.
no, absolutely. And
Oh, yeah, I'm with
Wolfgang
ya.
Puck is doing all the food for the Governor's Ball. So, oh my God,
goodness.
so delicious. So it's going to be
Well,
good. I'm
if
excited.
you get to preview that, if you get to
I
go,
think,
please
honestly,
taste some of the food for me. And
I'll
let me know
you
what it's like.
No, absolutely. So, we'll be back with Professor John Sitter and Craig Detweiler with our interview.
And more Oscar buzz, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Good Morning Malibu. We're here with John Sitter and Craig Detweiler. I have to admit, I think of you guys as Professor Sitter and Professor Detweiler, so
I'll take that.
it's a mind game for me. But thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
problem.
We are super excited, Madison and I, to talk about the Oscars with you guys. I know you have lots of thoughts about what's going on, who's nominated for everything, so I think we're going to go ahead and dive in with Best Picture. So right off the bat, we have a list here of all the nominees. Tell us, what do you guys think? There's lots in the running. I think we're going to pull this up here. Well, if not, do you have something?
I feel like I
your
could
thoughts?
list it off.
Yeah,
if you needed
Madison
we
has
can
them
talk
all
about Best
memorized.
Picture,
so.
yeah.
you know.
Well, everybody, I think, is thinking it's a three-person race,
Okay.
right? Between Revenant,
I agree.
Big Short,
Okay.
and Spotlight, because they have won, the Guild Awards leading into this.
Okay.
Yeah, they've
fair,
been
fair.
the leaders, and pretty much usually the winners of these certain festivals kind of take the lead in the finals.
Really?
Okay.
Okay, that's fair. So I know The Big Short. The Big Short, to me, I don't know if I loved it as much as I liked The Revenant. The Revenant obviously was like visually
I have to say,
stunning.
I'm thinking Revenant.
I think Revenant.
I'm with you.
You think
Revenant's
so?
gonna win.
Such a
You think
beautiful
so?
film.
Are we gonna put
Revenant's
money
gonna
on that?
win.
Yeah.
It's going to be back-to-back Best Director wins.
Professor Sitter, what do
Yes,
you think?
Revenant.
You think so?
Yes.
Back to back, and I know back to back. They're picking Eddie Redmayne to win for back-to-back Oscars. Are you thinking that?
No.
No, you don't think so?
No,
Okay.
that's DiCaprio's Oscar.
I
to
think
win.
it's
so?
finally
Yes.
time for Leonardo
Any
DiCaprio.
actor who gets ugly and messy on screen,
Yeah.
whether male
You
or
know it's
female,
gonna-
you win.
Okay.
You win. He looked grungy. He looked ugly. Give him the Oscar.
Some of the best heavy breathing I've ever seen on
No,
camera.
absolutely.
You
Where
know
they're
what?
trying
And
to
that's the
bury
thing,
him alive.
I
That was
said to
incredible.
Madison earlier, it's not.
You didn't hear that at all. No, that's
It's
so
the
funny.
film, so much of what he does is really just his character acting, and there's not even that many lines. A lot of heavy breathing, but he does such a terrific job with
DiCaprio
it.
wins.
I think,
Yes,
I
that-
think he's taking the win.
I agree. That performance was found within the dialogue. All those moments, those beats, where he was able to interpret more than just what was the lines he was given, is what's going to win him the Oscar.
Yeah, because he had very few lines if you truly think about it. I mean, like, he had a few, but I mean, most of it's kind of like, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm in this, like,
And he's been in this for so long. He's done such a terrific job in so many of his previous films. I think it's finally his time.
there's actually such a funny little video game that Shayla and I were playing.
There
And
is.
it's Leo trying to find his Oscar, and he's like running for it, and he's like literally like dragging his body across the stage, and I think he has to like,
very popular right now on
Yeah,
social
very
media.
popular,
Leonardo
so.
going for his Oscar. Yeah, if you guys have some spare
You
time,
need to play that.
It's
I
worth
need
a
to see
play.
that.
no, it's incredible.
Now, and you guys had mentioned your thoughts for Best Director. What
Okay.
do you, and I think that's the one we're moving into next. You had said, was it again The Revenant?
I think Alejandro Inarritu is going to win it.
You think so?
I
Okay.
do, back to back. Birdman last year, Revenant this year.
He's so sweet.
Personally, I'm a Mad Max fan. I'm a
you?
Fury Road
Okay.
fan. So if I was, if I had to call, I'd go for George Miller.
Okay.
Okay.
70 years old, most kinetic action film of the year. I love it, but I don't think he's going to win.
I think Inarritu is going to win.
You think so?
Yes, I would like to see George Miller win, just because it's been a while since he sticks to his Mad Max franchise,
I mean,
and
how
he's such a
incredible
great
was that
filmmaker.
scene where they're playing the guitar and like the entire horde is coming? I think that's the best directing
It is
moment.
literally electric.
Literally, I
Yes.
love that. So that
Yeah.
was so cool. But no,
His wife's nominated for Best Editor.
really?
Yes,
How cool is that?
Margaret Sixel, and I think she could win.
Is she working on the same film as him?
Yeah, she's
okay,
They
so
work
it's
she's
like a
nominated
team.
for Fury
Yes.
Road
Oh,
for
that's
Mad
so
Max,
cool.
and I think
That's
she may
really-
win.
Talk about power.
Yeah, if you're
couple.
married to an editor and you're a director making a film, you hire your
Yeah,
It works so well. In fact, it's funny you say that. It's one of the categories we want to discuss today, Best Editing.
Best Editing,
So,
okay.
on that note, who do you think is going to take home the Oscar?
I would like to see Mad Max, but we were discussing, we think it may be The Big Short.
Yeah, for Hank Kerwin in The Big Short, we've got a lot of films that are nominated right now for editing that are very stylized, as you can see. But something about The Big Short, where you have a film that's pretty much based upon dialogue driven and beats and moments between all those lines. And for me, my opinion, the best edited film out of all these in terms of narrative and storytelling, I would say is Spotlight.
Okay.
But the way the system works, I think Mad Max is going to win.
You think Mad Max?
Yes.
Okay, fair.
It's so interesting to see like what their favorite is and what they also think will win. Because like you said, it's interesting to see
Sometimes
how the
it's very
system works,
different,
and
no.
it is really different.
There's like psychological reasons of like whose turn it is, right? It's like we've seen Jennifer Lawrence get her Oscar.
Fair.
This isn't her year,
didn't see Joy,
but
yeah.
this will be Brie Larson's year,
Yeah, oh,
right?
I
Because
hope
everybody
so.
kind of agrees
So that's
that
you think Brie Larson's gonna win?
hands down, she deserves it.
Absolutely
Room is
does.
powerful.
She's incredible. She's a fantastic actress.
You know, she's represented her management company is run by a Pepperdine grad.
I didn't
There
know
you
that at
go.
all.
Yeah.
How cool is
I
that?
like it.
Yes.
Even
No,
more
that's
when I
news
went,
to
how
me.
cool is
Yeah.
that? I love that.
Yeah.
She was so good in Short Term 12, and she's just a fantastic actress.
I agree, and a
Deserves it.
fantastic person, which is another reason why she'll win.
Well, there we go.
No, her performance in Short Term 12 was the film, because I'm familiar with the producers of Room, and
Yeah.
in looking at that film was what brought her to them.
No, absolutely.
Now, and Madison and I
I
have
think
a
we're
thing
showing the
how
going.
cool. Oh, here we
Are
go.
we showing all of them? I love that.
It's great to.
So what were you saying?
I was just saying, Madison and I have something called Force Fridays, where you, in honor of Star Wars.
Oh, true.
It's kind of a.
I was just kind of hoping
You guys
that
have all kinds of stuff going
Do you
on
guys
outside. I like
think
this.
that Star Wars could be taking home anything?
Could maybe slip in something maybe musically?
I hope musically. Because I mean,
have
Star
my
Wars,
fingers
you
crossed.
don't know it to win the Oscars. I mean, the last one
not
kind of
necessarily, but-
symbolically,
It's nominated
but-
for visual effects, but
Yeah.
again, I think it might be Mad Max's year.
Yeah, I think Mad Max. I think it was a tough year to go up against.
There's a woman nominated for visual effects for Ex Machina, which has almost never happened, right? Oscar is so white and
power.
Oscar
No.
is so male.
No, absolutely.
But here's the rare
So how
chance where a woman
incredible is that?
might crash that
I
boys
hope
club
so.
that is
Madison
visual
and I are a
effects.
big fan of the girl power.
No,
You're gonna leave me hanging.
absolutely.
I was like fist pump.
No, I'm not going to leave you hanging. No, and Oscar Isaac's in Ex Machina, and so is. Trying to think.
Well,
of his
Alicia
name.
Vikander, I think it will
She
win
was
Best
nominated.
Actress. in
Oh,
a
she was
supporting
nominated
role.
for
Supporting.
Danish Girl.
She was
Oh,
nominated
okay.
for Danish Girl, but
Okay.
because of her performance in Ex Machina as well, I feel like she
think
has
so?
extra
Extra
power.
oomph.
Hollywood loves to discover kind of a new ingenue in that supporting
And
actress
she is
role.
a new face. She's done
She
such
is.
terrific
She
work
was in The
recent
Man
years.
from U.N.C.L.E. I mean,
Yeah.
that was so
Absolutely.
good.
And then
Yeah.
on the opposite side of the new face, you have Sylvester Stallone, who will probably
Yeah.
take
Sylvester.
kind of the lifetime achievement
think-
Best Supporting Actor.
Okay, solid.
He's great.
Yeah.
Has he won before? Do we know that? Or I'm trying to remember.
He was certainly nominated.
I think, for picture,
Did
for
he
Rocky.
win? Yeah, he
For
won
Rocky.
for Rocky, but
For
did he
picture.
win Best Actor?
I'm not sure.
That was before your time.
It
We'll have
was
to check
before my time.
into that.
We were
just a little
yes,
baby.
we
You know
were
what's funny? I have
youngins.
never seen any of the Rockies, and I don't want to admit that. Like
Now is the time.
Now is the
Yes.
time
Now
to
is the
see
time.
it.
And
I'll just go
Madison
watch
is the
it.
movie queen. If I ever am unsure about a movie, I just ask Madison.
But a Rocky gap there. That's kind of
Yeah, that's so
you
weird.
gotta- you
How
gotta-
funny is it?
yeah, you need
Well,
to-
I have like a list of all the movies I need to see, and it's like 106 movies, and it's like nuts because people are like, "Oh, you haven't seen that classic?" I'm like, "Okay, add it to the list." And so I've been doing a movie every single night, but still, it's-
Impressive.
Every single day.
I
It's
don't have
been
a life.
2 months
Well,
now,
you should
right?
be able.
2
You
months.
should be able to knock about 20 or 30 of those out next week when we're out of class.
Oh, too true, too true.
Hey,
Just watch
spring
like
break.
5
I
a
like
day,
it.
honestly. Yep, on it. That's what I'm planning
You
on
can
doing.
get yourself like ready for the next month too.
Know
Are you
that.
going to go on month 3 of
I'm going
Beach
on month
Review Day?
3. Oh, we may make it a year, like a year of movies.
Did you? How about the Amy Winehouse documentary? Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen Amy, but it's on
think
Netflix
she's gonna win.
now.
She's gonna win.
I got
Cartel
really
Land?
excited about that for a
Cartel
second.
Land's the best of those.
Cartel Land.
So
I've been
good.
telling everyone in my
So
class
good.
about Cartel Land. It's up on Netflix. It's incredible.
And then
Must be
the,
Right. And I have to ask you, The Martian. It's up for so many awards. Do you think it's going to take something?
It feels like it was too popular to me.
no, it was so good.
Everybody
good
loved
film.
it. and so when
Everybody
people
loved
love
it.
that's usually that's not going to
Everyone
win.
loves
The
it.
categories,
but I feel
the categories
it's
that's up again are
falling short
very
in each
strong
category.
categories. So I
See,
don't
I
think
loved
so.
Interstellar. I loved Gravity. So it was just in that same kind of realm, but it was so much funnier.
Academy voters are kind of they're leery of sci-fi. They don't take it seriously, even though the next
voters.
generation loves sci-fi,
Loves
loves
sci-fi.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Tough to win Oscars in those categories.
We need to raise our
Blade Runner.
generation up, and so then we can vote on it.
Sounds like a
Everything will be
plan.
sci-fi.
Then Oscars will be less white and maybe less male.
Hey, true. Got to swing that pendulum. No. Okay, what's our next one on the list?
No, actually, I think
Are
we
we
have
off
to call it
time?
a
That's
wrap.
it?
But
No,
I
I'm
know it
having
went
too
by
much fun.
so fast. But thank you guys so much for being here
No
today.
problem.
It's
You
going
guys
to
are
be
the
a great
best.
Oscar show. I'm excited to see it.
You better go
and
take
it's spring
the
break.
picks and go bet on them. Okay, so I'm just saying, make a couple of dollars off it. I mean, not too bad.
Totally.
Not too bad. So, no.
It's a college budget. We need a little bit of the extra cash.
No,
Just kidding.
absolutely.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys for
Absolutely.
being here. We won't be back next week because it's spring break. But Good Morning Malibu will be back the following week.
See you next Friday, or not next Friday. The other
following
You know
Friday.
what? You just said that. Have a good day.